There you have it. Attack on Titan officially ended. All done. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Mark, and again, I'm your ultimate Philly boy. It's been a while since we had this videos uploaded to my channel. Today is a very interesting video, but before we talk about anything on this particular discussion, I'd like to inform you that there's spoilers alert ahead. If you're not a manga reader, then you shouldn't want to read or continue reading or watching this video, because this will be a discussion about the final chapter of Attack on Titan, chapter 139, that was recently released, and it shook the whole world, like rumbling. Whenever I open my TikTok account, I always see a lot of things about Attack on Titan. Very, very unbelievable ending. So again, this is gonna be the analysis and also my personal point of view to the actual ending itself of Attack on Titan. As you know, this was released a couple of days ago in the form of chapter 139. I'll be discussing a couple of parts here. Number one would be the overall trend of the story, on how Isayama has concluded the magnificent masterpiece, and obviously the time skip, and overall personal thoughts about the chapter itself. For starters, this is the episode or the chapter wherein Mikasa was able to kill Eren using her blade, and finally Mikasa was able to get that confidence and strength to do what she thought was impossible, and that was really to hurt or kill Eren. And in the beginning, as we all know, for how Attack on Titan works, Eren, as the Attack Titan, a founding Titan as well, and recently gotten the Warhammer Titan, he knew what's going to happen, and he basically manipulated some parts of the time, especially events, and that was really evident on the chapters that was recently released. On this note, Eren knew that the only way for him to be stopped is with the help of Mikasa and Armin, of course. This was also the chapter wherein Eren's memory was released after his death, because I think that's the only way that the folks would remember him visiting them. When Eren passes away, that's the time that it will be it will be released, or they will be made aware of. But as long as Eren was living, they don't know anything, because I think there's like erasure of memory part that happened there. Another thing here was there's the discussion between the chapter opened up with Eren and Armin discussing some things. I think this is the time that Eren visited Armin and shared him his personal thoughts. In this, you would see a different Eren. You would see here the normal Eren, like before this is basically the Eren before he kissed the hand of Historia. That chapter when Eren, boom, saw everything. That was when Eren touched Historia's hand, and as you know, Historia has a royal blood, and if they touch, like physically touch, and Eren as a founding Titan, it connects them in a special way, and that was the key. That was the day that Eren got mashed up, and Eren knew what's going to happen, and there was no other way to do it but him. And as the chapter goes by, as Armin and Eren talked about what happened, and Eren showing some stuff, This was also the chapter wherein Eren explained why Bertold was ignored by Dina the Titan. Dina the Titan was the one who killed Eren's mother, biological mother, and Dina was the first wife of Eren's father. That the one that contains royal blood. So he knew that it wasn't the time yet of Bertold because Bertolt should be eaten by Armin, and Armin later on should be the one to beat Eren in a one-on-one battle. That's why Eren manipulated Dina, and Dina, instead of reaching to Bertolt, she actually went directly to Eren's mother. So imagine that you have to sacrifice everyone, including your own mother, just for the sake of humanity. That was how bold was Eren's move was, and come to think of it, he actually sacrificed everything, and it took a lot of lives for him as well to complete this mission. As you know, 80% of mankind's population was wiped out by the rumbling. We're talking about 80%. And the remaining 20%, these are composed of different countries, including Paradise. And yeah, I think one thing that really struck here the most was how difficult, and with such a young age of Eren Jaeger, carrying that emotional load, it was really, really difficult, and it was really, unbelievable for Eren to handle that. Eren was also able to show his feelings for Mikasa, as there was a conversation between Armin and Mikasa, and this is basically the documentation, the proof, the official stuff that showed that Mikasa and Eren story is really canon. Like, it's true. And Eren was a little bit selfish on that note because he doesn't want Mikasa to have like another man after his death for the next 10 years or some sort. I don't know. You can actually read that on the chapter itself. And I think the last part of this one, when everything was done, was everybody regained their memories of Eren when Eren visited them. So it showed everybody, particularly the characters. As you know, the folks that were titanized were de-titanized after this one, after Eren's death. Everybody, like you saw how Jean, Connie, Gabby, and the rest of the members or the aliens turn into Titan. Those who breathe the smoke, right? Except of course of the Ackermans, they were de-titanized, and that was part of the mix. The main reason was Ymir waited for Mikasa to do what was impossible, what she failed to do, and I think that's the turnout of it. Time skip wise, you can see Levi, of course, unbelievable Levi on a wheelchair, and what else? A lot of interesting things. You would see the character, or I don't want to say the relationship development of Armin and Annie. And they're like all together now. They're like acting as ambassadors and trying to. I think they're on their way to Paradise. Correct me if I'm wrong, there, guys. I just read the manga just once. So overall, the ending. Okay, Mikasa's fate. As you know, Eren was reincarnated to a bird, and this was evident on not just on the anime intros, but some of the recent sketches on the panels in the manga. You would always see a bird, and I think that was signifying Eren's reincarnation. It was really, really what do you call this, unexpected. And the way that they say with Eren is the boy who sought freedom, therefore he got the freedom there, right there. Freedom as a bird, in the form of a bird. Mikasa, you can see in the last panel that she's still with Eren's grave. Same scenario as the first episode of the anime, or even with the manga, wherein Eren was shown just woke up and a little bit crying. It's the same place, but this time on Mikasa's time, the most recent, there are no more walls, as you know, because of the rumbling. Ending, there were a lot of debates about the ending, and it was really a nice exchange of thoughts from each and every one of Attack on Titan fans out there. There was this theory about a time loop when at the end Eren would just wake up saying that it was a very long dream when the rumbling and everything is done, and they will live normal lives. So that was the first theory. Second theory was Armin doing the narration, right? In the first couple of episodes, Armin was the one doing the narration. So it was like, it will end as if Armin was still narrating it. Like, he's sharing the story of some sort. But if you notice in the manga itself, there was nothing like that. It was really, really different. And of course, Eren should die. I mean, you have to acknowledge that fact because of the lives that he took, a lot of innocent lives. You would see how the rumbling basically impacted humankind at some sort. Eren will definitely have to die, just like Zeke. Zeke wanted to, Zeke wanted to, probably the last minute of his life, he would like to live, but he knew that with the tons of lives that he took, that's really, really impossible to happen. What I can say, pretty much how the ending went, I think Isayama actually went really safe. It was really a masterpiece for me because there's really a lot of meaning behind the text, behind the panels. It's not as it is. It's not as easy as it looks. I think this is much heavier than Naruto. I've followed Naruto as well. I've followed Bleach. I followed Death Note. But this one is really huge. This is something else. I think it was shared there that you wouldn't want to get the ending that you wanted to happen. Like, for example, everything's gonna be normal. Like, Eren's gonna survive. He's gonna be forgiven, like Sasuke type, that he was forgiven at some sort, but Sasuke did not do the mass murdering or something. It was really, really an interesting ending, and it's really hard to move on right now, especially if you see Mikasa's face. She wasn't aware and never will be of how Eren felt for her. Because the last time that Eren talked to her, it was like, that's a scene where Eren, brutally, physically hurt Armin, and that was where Eren threw in some painful words to Mikasa. That was their last discussion. That was their last talk. And imagine that, the next time that you meet, you slash the head, right? And it was really, for me, it was really painful for Mikasa, and of course for all the Mikasa fans out there. It was really painful. Because she's really loving Eren unconditionally, and I think that's the main thing. That's the main what they call this stress of the ending. Why it's really, really good. And also, some of you guys might want to research why the chapter ended at 1 through 9. But again, this is just theory, and this is what I saw from some sources. 139 depicts the end and a beginning of something new. That's the meaning of 139. So if you can research that to Google, you would see that. But why didn't Isayama ended the Attack on Titan on 140? One TikToker said that when she researched the 140, forgot her name, so credits to you, girl. 140 symbolizes a new beginning, like freedom. Like you're free, available, new stuff. Isayama wanted to make the Attack on Titans world fans know that Eren didn't get the freedom that he wanted to. I don't know. Yeah, because he's a bird now. But so I think, I'm not sure if that's true. Of course, Isayama's a genius, but again, these are just plain theories. And also, just before we end this video, there were also some stuff before that were raised by some of the YouTubers doing the reviews now, saying that they were informed of a different ending from Isayama. Like, I saw a sketch wherein a panel was leaked to them, like a boy is being carried over by someone, so they were thinking that that was the baby Eren being carried by the old Eren, because there's like a time loop happening going on. But yeah, it didn't materialize, right? So yeah, I mean, overall it was really good. Just to share with you guys, I started watching Attack on Titan anime like 3 years ago, 4 years ago. And then I got interested because, as you know, manga goes first before the anime, right? They're trying to catch up. When I got to the most recent episode, that's the time that I actually went back to the manga chapter on that particular episode and then continued. And I did a quick break after the part of them killing Bertold, like Armin getting the Colossal Titan powers. I stopped there. So I was thinking, I got bored with the entire Marleyan, Liberio discussions, army stuff. So I skipped. And then when I started to watch final season coming from Mappa, by the way, Mappa, good job to you guys. Ignore the bashers. Anyway, it got my attention again. So I went back to the last chapter, the boring chapter when I stopped, and I read from there up to the finish. It was really an interesting journey with Attack on Titan. And again, like what I said earlier, this is far heavier than Naruto itself. As you know, Naruto had a good ending, right? A couple of sadness and some sort, but this one is really different. It really stuck the most, like how it was ended. I mean, it was very peaceful, and I think Isayama just played safe with the ending itself. You know, a lot of comments said some people shouldn't be de-titanized. It should have been that way. But yeah, I mean, who knew that you can be de-titanized? Because again, nothing's impossible because they are all subjects of Ymir. And Ymir has the option, has the power to do everything with her subjects. Makes sense, right? Anyway, that's just me. Thank you very much for your time. And if you're an Attack on Titan fan, please do leave a comment down there. Let me know your thoughts. What do you think about the ending? It's great to see that in this lifetime we saw something like this. We were on this particular stage of hype. Like you knew the feeling at that time that how the chapter ended. So yeah, it was really good. But yeah, I can't wait for it to be animated by Mappa. So looking forward to it. So yeah, again, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe and smash the like button if you're not satisfied yet, and be safe, guys. Cheers.